It's my husband's birthday and he wants ice cream cake, so let's make him one. And I'm gonna be honest, you guys, this doesn't save any time, money, or calories, but it's delicious and it's a tradition, so let me show you how we do it. Start by lining a deep casserole dish with saran wrap and make sure it hangs over the side so you'll be able to lift your cake later. I've also used like a springform pan that you make cheesecake in, and that works. Soften your vanilla ice cream either by microwaving it or let it sit out for a little bit and then spread it into a nice even layer. I know the vanilla goes on top of the cake, just trust. And then we're gonna put the whole cake in the freezer for about a half hour. While that's freezing, I had my lovely assistants crush up some Oreos into little crumbles. They ended up using their hands. And then just add like a tablespoon of melted butter, spread it out on a cookie sheet, and bake it at 350 for like 10 minutes, just until they get a little bit crisp. Once your cookie crumbles are nice and toasted, take them out and let them cool completely before you add them to the vanilla ice cream, and put everything back in the freezer while we make the fudge layer. To make the fudge, we're gonna take about a cup of heavy cream and heat it on low heat until it comes to like a low boil. And then in a pan, we're gonna add some chocolate chips, 3 tablespoons of corn syrup, and a tablespoon of vanilla, and then just mix it all together until the chocolate is completely melted. And then we're gonna pour this over top of the entire cake, spread it around, and let it freeze for at least 2 hours. This is the most time-consuming part. And then we're ready for our chocolate layer. So we're gonna soften our chocolate ice cream and smooth that out into a nice layer and let it freeze for about an hour. And then the last thing we're gonna do is make our whipped cream frosting. So I add a cup of powdered sugar, a little bit of vanilla, and 2 cups of heavy whipping cream to my stand mixer. You can also do this with an electric hand mixer until it forms stiff peaks and it looks like whipped cream. Now I lifted my cake out by the saran wrap, and I'm gonna flip it upside down on a serving platter and take the plastic off. And just look at these layers. I know it's time consuming, but it's so good, I'm telling you. Now we're gonna frost our cake all over with our whipped cream frosting, sides and everything. I didn't say this was gonna be pretty, but I did say it was gonna be delicious, so I promise you it's gonna work out. And then I took a little bit of the leftover whipped cream and piped around the edges to make it look fancy. I used gel icing to write on the top of the cake, and then I let my kids decorate it with some sprinkles. This is a birthday tradition in our house. It's time consuming, but it's always delicious and everybody loves it. If you're new here, my name is Maria and I wanna help you love cooking, so hit follow for more.